Dear friends, welcome to Grow to Succeed. It's your place to learn, grow, get inspired, and succeed. Today, I am super happy and excited because I am going to meet one of the dynamic and inspirational leaders, Sumit Nautiyal. He is an associate partner at IBM. Sumit lives his life with a purpose. He is dedicated to unlocking the true potential of talent. He finds purpose in transforming organizations from the inside out. As an associate partner at IBM Consulting, Sumit leverages strategic vision and practical expertise to drive exceptional outcomes, shaping the future of talent management. Isn't that amazing? Yes, it is. He is also passionate about talent development. Sumit thrives on building high performance cultures that fuel organizational success. His commitment extends beyond his role at IBM Consulting. Sumit is a catalyst for change, leading successful talent transformation initiatives and shaping insights as a speaker and mentor. So, dear friends, please join me in conversation with Sumit Nautia. Sumit, thank you so much for your valuable time. I truly appreciate it, and welcome to Grow to Succeed.
Thank you, Wasim. This is a pleasure, and like I mentioned to you earlier, I think this is a very impressive initiative that you are driving. I'm sure a lot of students and aspiring leaders are going to be, and I've looked at some of the episodes that you have curated. I must say, brilliant initiative. Congratulations to you, and it is my pleasure to be here as a part of this next episode that you're hosting.
Thank you so much, Sumit. Really appreciate it. And thank you for your support to my channel as well. And I am sure today's discussion is going to inspire thousands of students as well as all those aspiring leaders who want to become the best version of themselves. So, Sumit, let me take your memories back to the golden days, and I call it as the students' days. And tell me, how were you as a student and what challenges did you face as a student?
Uh, Truly golden days. And I'll start off by saying this. When we were in school, we couldn't wait to get out of school and get to college. Or when we got to college, we couldn't wait to get out of college and become professionals and start working.
True.
And now that we are working, it's like, can we go back to the school days
School
again?
days. Wow.
Right? I'm sure that everybody kind of feels that, because those are truly the golden days, right? And it is always the greener grass syndrome is what I call it. You're never satisfied with what you have. And once that ship has sailed away is when you realize what you didn't kind of fully enjoy. And I think I enjoyed it to the fullest, my school days. If you ask me what kind of student I was not the number one in the class from study standpoint. I was
Right.
I was always quite naughty, true to my last name, Nautiyal. And I'm still called as naughty by everybody that
Right.
knows. All my friends, they call me naughty, but not because of my name specifically, but because I was really naughty. And I was always kind of up to some mischief or the other, even at the school, whether it was with my friends, whether it was with my teachers. I was kind of known for that. So school days kind of was like that. And I would only study probably before the exams. Of course, we had to attend all the classrooms and whatnot. But if you have to say in my school days, I'm talking about high school specifically here, not college. Of course, my perspective changed when I got into college. But
Right.
during the high school days, it was more on fun, focus on fun than focus on studies. And I'm glad that I did that, because those are the golden years, like you called out in the beginning. And some of the things that I've done in that time has kind of helped me establish these very strong bond and relationships with not only my classmates at that point of time, but also with my teachers.
Right.
So yeah, I was an average student. I was very heavily inclined towards extracurricular activities. I'm very big into music. So my attention was mostly towards Indian classical music at that point in time, believe me or not. Uh,
Okay.
I learned tabla from class 7 all the way up until class 12 under the guidance of Guruji Anil Palit, Lord rest his soul, he's no more. But I used to kind of do that, and that kind of really got me into music. And of course, cricket was another one. I used to play cricket for my high school. I played cricket for my college. So I was more inclined towards sports and extracurricular activity, music and sports, than
Right.
I was towards education. Uh, so I did my 11th and 12th in commerce. So we had three streams. You have commerce, humanities, and science.
Right.
Well, science was way above my head. I'm not
Yeah.
that smart, not a data scientist, not a doctor, not an engineer.
Right.
That's not for me. I was more inclined into financials and finance, and I did commerce. And then, of course, I went on to, you know, to study further in that field as we move into college and graduation and post graduation.
Right. Awesome. What a journey, Sumit. And thank you so much for sharing all these details. I know you are a rock star. I have a reason to tell you are a rock star because I have seen you performing on the stage, and you do sing beautifully.
Right.
So no doubt about it. So that the previous experience is kind of added a lot of value, right? Okay, so Sumit, I was surprised to know that you were average student. So what challenges did you face in your student life?
So early on in my career, uh, I realized that I had dyslexia. I don't know if you're
Okay,
familiar
yeah,
with it. And dyslexia is when I'm reading things, and even till today, I find it very difficult to focus. The words start to kind of jumble up, and I have a very difficulty in understanding. So that's why I'm more of a video kind of a guy. I have done majority of my learning through video. So the biggest challenge that I
right,
was the traditional Indian education system is very heavily focused on books,
right.
on even the papers. I don't know if you went to the CBSE board or ICSE. So I
Hmm.
completed my education in CBSE board, uh, and in CBSE board, at least the papers that we used to write, even in class 10th and 12th, I remember we used to write like pages and pages and pages, and that's something that the Indian education system in itself, while it is very strong, it sets CBSE sets up a very strong foundation specifically for your competitive exams, and the joint entrance exam or the NEET exam for medicine. Uh, my field that I was interested in, I don't think it was that helpful from that perspective.
Right.
So I had to kind of pivot and understand. And of course, I wanted to pass. I didn't want to fail, and I've never failed in my life. So let me just start off there. When I
Right.
average student, I used to kind of scoot through. Uh, but that was the biggest challenge that I had. Reading has always been a challenge for me, and while I still try to read as much as I possibly can, I think I now lean more on. And of course, I'm grateful for the advancements that have happened in the way the learning and education system has transformed over the period, and now you have YouTube and you have Instagram and all of those things where you can kind of just follow videos and lectures, etc. But yeah, reading books and kind of studying from books and memorizing books is something that has always been a challenge for me, and that was the biggest challenge for me while I was.
Right. Right. The moment you told me dyslexia, you were dyslexic student. Um, I started thinking about Tare Zameen Par because there is a kid Ishan,
Played it well.
and exactly, and now Amir Khan, he rescued him, right? So he taught him how to study well, and then he was one inspiration in his life. Who was that one teacher? Someone like Amir Khan. Did you encounter that kind of a teacher in your life who rescued you from all those challenges?
Yes, I told you his name already, Guruji Anil Palit,
Guruji,
who taught me the
right?
in classical music, and really kind of brought out the true talent or the true calling that I had at that point of time. Of course, things change. You have to earn money, and you know how Indian mentality is with respect.
Right.
You can't do anything in music. You better focus on studies because music will not make you money. Sports will not make you money. Uh, and interestingly, back then, Wasim, people did not know what dyslexia was, and
Absolutely.
I used to think, am I stupid? Am I like, what is wrong with me? And of course, now I realize that I'm highly intelligent, and but it's just one uh, disability that I had, uh, which nobody really understood, including me. I had nobody to talk to, and I was
Right.
afraid if I tell anybody, they'll say, "Oh no, you're an idiot, you're a stupid." But Guruji Anil Palit, God rest his soul, he was able to identify the skills where I could truly excel, and was able to not only help me in school, but also help me outside of school. And he gave me that platform where he taught me what I needed to know about Indian classical music. He brought me into concerts. He gave me the notoriety and the and because of that, I made into newspapers and things like that. Because
Wow.
what I did is I used to play. He got me introduced to something called tabla tarang. I don't
Right.
know if you heard of tabla tarang. Generally, tabla is a baya and a daya, right? So you just
Right.
kind of play beats at the tal kehrwa, ek tal, teen tal, whatever it is, right?
Right.
But tabla tarang is when you take the daya, the one that has a higher pitch, not the bass, but the right side, and then you take 9 or 10 of them and you tune them in a sargam, and then on that you play Rag Bhairavi and all of those.
Right.
So it was like I used to sit with tablas around me like that, and I
Wow.
used to kind of. So it was like Jal Tarang, but you call it tabla tarang. So you kind of
Right.
play the rag on the tabla itself, which was an unheard of concept at that point of time. Not very many people knew about that, and I was probably the only one at that point of time in my school days across all of the schools who knew how to do that. So
Right.
I have a great lot of respect for the man in kind of helping me navigate through that, and helping me focus on areas where I could really truly excel, as opposed to struggle in areas where I had a disability, I had a problem in understanding. So
Right. Wow, Sumit, that was fantastic journey you had. And I really want to give one key message to all those dyslexia students. Dear students, don't be worried, right? So you will find that spark and inspiration in your life, and you will find the right direction. Just follow your passion, follow your dreams, and try to strive to thrive, right? So that has to be in your life. Never give up. There will be ups and downs. There will be challenges in your life. Yes, Sumit, you wanted to add something.
I just wanted to add something brilliantly articulated, Wasim. I just want to, and um, I heard this from, I can't remember who said this to me, but it kind of really resonated well with me. He said, the God Almighty has created everybody with a talent. Not everybody
True.
has everything. Everybody is unique. Everybody has everybody has disadvantages, and everybody has certain advantages that put them ahead of the rest of the people. And the key really is to find that talent, that advantage that makes you unique and better than the other people. What is that thing that makes you better? What is that thing that you enjoy doing the most? I think that is what's most important. What do you enjoy? What is your passion in life? What do you enjoy doing? And then focusing on cultivating that talent and that skill and making it better. And he said
Right.
it's unfortunate that only 1% of the people in this world truly find that, identify that talent, one, and then even if they've identified that talent, then are able to focus on cultivating and developing that talent. And he gave
Right.
the example of Sachin Tendulkar at that point in time.
Hmm.
He says Sachin Tendulkar was a very average student. I don't think he's
True.
even gone beyond class 9 or 10
10th. True.
in his school. But look at him now. He's a god of cricket, right? At the end of the day,
Absolutely.
he is just incredible. So the key here is to not focus on your disadvantages. The key is to focus on what makes you unique, what makes you better, what is your talent, what is your passion,
Right.
and focus on that and cultivating that, owning that skill, making yourself better in that, and you will truly shine. I can assure you of that.
Absolutely, Sumit. Thank you so much. I think you shared a lot of insights, and I am sure your journey is truly inspiring, and that's going to inspire a lot of students, especially those dyslexia students. Thank you so much, Sumit. It was lovely, lovely discussing with you, and we will continue our discussion. Thank you so much.
Yep.